I will test your worth myself.
Dancing blade.
So, welcome to the Halls of Valor.
Dancing valor.
That...
I call upon your aid.
I almost waited half an hour for this cue.
Your worth be measured in blood.
In the meantime, I was farming those runestones. Let's see how this goes. Now, if anyone thinks, oh man, this is probably like cakewalk content, not quite.
I will bleed
Dancing
the weakness
blade.
from your veins.
Also, this dungeon was never the easiest dungeon to get through. In fact, our tank actually already died
Dancing blade.
amongst that first mob over there with the storm drake.
Dancing.
I don't know if that has that's a sign of what's to come in this dungeon run, but we'll see.
Let your worth be measured in blood. The battle will...
Probably need to
The path forward is open.
probably a bad reaction there on my part.
Before you lies your next trial. Defeat both Persia and Fenrir, and you will have proven your worth to me.
This is just once again Odin be like, it's time for another trial, and another, and another, and another.
Rune of healing.
Now I'm curious about the levels, 26, 35, 33, 46, and then I'm the lowest level one here. The other night I got into a Maw of Souls dungeon run. Our tank was a level 10 who was in a party with our healer, Disc Priest, who was full on level 50. Hold on, let me see if I can actually help out the healer a bit here.
Rune of healing.
And then Void Eruption. Boom!
Too far away.
Too far away.
Healing light.
Okay, there we go. Let me interrupt that because I don't really have another interrupt.
Healing light. Rune of healing. I don't have a target.
I really hope there's going to be an upgrade for Shadow Word where I can keep my dot on longer. This room. This room was always really rough. Yeah, I've run this dungeon many times, and I remember this room was always pretty rough. The trash in this room is not the easiest trash. You'll notice how much mana this is costing me.
Penetrating shot.
I need to target someone first.
I don't really... Well, I looked over my abilities, I'm like, I don't really have an interrupt, because usually I'm on top of helping with the interrupts, but right now, I don't really see anything amongst my current abilities I have that's actually an interrupt. But then again, I, will admit, Priest is not the highest played class I have experience with compared to other classes. Oof. I do love the burst that Devouring Plague and Shadow Word Death do. Oof. Boom. The Mug of Mead, which I believe is the mead that you can actually, or at least a version of it you can acquire in the monk campaign. The Storm Brew.
Through great deeds of courage and valor, Persia has earned this most sacred of rights. She shall ascend as one of my chosen Valkyr, and her name shall echo in these gilded halls for all eternity.
Are you nervous, Persia? It is understandable if...
I am not nervous,
Cleansing
only
flame.
excited. All my life has led to this one glorious moment.
Spoken like a true Valkyr. Mortal
Cleansing
intruders
flames.
approach.
I witnessed their deeds in Stormheim. Their kind has no true honor, no true...
Shut up, Ayer.
I will purge them from these sacred halls myself.
The ritual is not yet complete.
You heard that, right? That whole, I have been waiting for this all my life. Are you nervous? No, I am not. Only excited. All my life has led to this one moment. That epitomizes the whole thing about the Vrykul and those who, join Odin's, Valor. Oh my gosh. Our tank is taking a beating.
Blast of light.
Our healer just admitted that they had sold their food, which means they probably don't have food to help get mana back. Which, as a healer, especially a holy paladin, that's not good. Oh yeah, I've gotta get in here. Yeah, tanking this fight is interesting. Not necessarily this, but the upcoming boss fight.
Persia, the fury of the storm is yours to command. You will not deny Persia's ascendance.
Interrupt.
I'm like,
Watch all.
Tank to fight.
I really hope the others are on top of the interrupts, because I don't really see any interrupts other than my psychic scream. That's like my only interrupt I have. Okay, so now these two go
It's
down.
eternal in you, Persia.
Oh, hey, look. Num 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 num.
Phase
I
2.
will not fail you, Ayer!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fire shutdown.
Shield of light.
Revel in the power of the light. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch all.
Tank to fight.
May as well go a little bit hybrid here for the moment.
Shield of light.
The storm gathers within you.
I'm like, maybe this is what it's like to play Disciplined Priest.
4, 3.
I am sorry, Ayer. I have failed you.
And some people will be, say things like, by the way, I've got the thing I came here for, the Spark of Light. Now we have to finish the rest of the dungeon. We got the well fed, versatility increased. So people will say things like, you're a DPS, you should be focusing on your DPS. No, what I'm focusing on is helping my team beat the dungeon. I'm completely fine and with the idea of playing within your role, but I'm also fine with the idea of doing whatever you can within your capabilities to help your team actually, accomplish the objective, which in this case is beat the dungeon.
Penetrating.
I can be able to do both if I need to. In a situation such as this, where right now, we might be having a bit of trouble with the heals, only because our healer might be a little lacking in terms of things like food or mana, but I'm not really sure. But at times I feel like, hey, look, I am a character, a class that has a heal. I may as well do what I can to help take some pressure off of my healer. I sometimes feel that way about helping with the tank, but it really does depend on the tank and the situation, because doing so can sometimes actually negatively affect, what your tank is able to do.
I don't have a target.
Okay. Like I said, this room here is pretty rough. Now, let's hope that it'll fade, just to make sure I don't draw any aggro or anything. This next portion is actually pretty cool, especially after we beat the boss in here. Fenrir.
The mighty Fenrir stalks these grounds. It will take cunning and guile to slay this beast. A perfect test of your worthiness.
Because it's yet another test. Because of course it has to be yet another test. I mean, this is Odin. Of course he would have us, do another test. Shield. There we go. Oh gosh, I'm really trying to help out our healer here. No, slow down. Alright, let's res.
Stop moving south.
Blast. And there he goes. I have to come back here on my hunter and tame him as a pet. I keep forgetting that you can do that now. And this bear is aggroed. This could be an issue because our tank, I don't think, has seen it yet. Oh gosh, ah. Really trying to hope, that's me trying to be like, hey, calm down. No one pulled it on purpose. It was an accident. That's one of those, Now, I think Fenrir actually finished off the thing, but doesn't seem that bad.
Run out.
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Run
Scent
away.
of blood on you.
Keep moving.
Stop casting. Run out.
And now time for the super speed.
You have earned my blessing, champions. I look forward to meeting you within the Hall of Glory.
It's alright, ignore it. Ignore it, just run past it. Oh gosh. I think our tank's getting attacked. No, just run past it. It's okay, Shadow caught up. It's alright, it's okay.
I have many, many wares.
Figure, okay, I'll offer to, you know, have him repair his stuff on with my mount here, so.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
You know. On. No? Alright, whatever.
I'm out of range.
Okay, he just ignored the other one.
Charged pulse.
He's taking this one, but what about the other one? Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Protective light. Charged pulse. Protective light.
Okay. Whee! By the way, you can see the runes there on that circle there to really help show the spell that prevents Odin from being able to leave here.
Throughout your trials, you have demonstrated strength, skill, and intellect. Your traits shared by the greatest of our Vrykul kings. Now, you will face them in combat.
It's too far.
Emerge
Unruly
victorious,
yell.
and you may yet claim your prize. Embrace the abyss. I will take joy in crushing you.
By the way, look at how gigantic Odin's throne is. Look at this. Because of course Odin has to have a gigantic throne for everyone to worship him.
Yell.
My strength fails. Where they failed, we will succeed.
Unruly yell. Unruly yell.
Seems I underestimated you. To the victor go the spoil. Bested me. The Aegis of Agramar is yours for the taking. No, I too have proved my worth, Odin. I am God King Skovald. These mortals dare not challenge my claim to the Aegis. The Vanquishers have already taken possession of it, Skovald, as was their right. Your protest comes too late. If these false champions will not yield the Aegis by choice, then they will surrender it in death! Give up
Skovald
the
seeks to
Aegis
join the ranks
or
of the
die!
destroyers, unaware that so many of those who dare are betrayed. Find
You
Shield.
will die in agony!
So you caught that right. Zaltath said, Skovald seeks to join the ranks of the destroyers. Oh my gosh. Oops, I got so distracted by that.
More than a nuisance. The power is mine!
She said, Skovald seeks to join the ranks of the destroyers, unaware that so many of those who dare are betrayed. Yeah, I hope that I didn't just cause a wipe. Now, of course, normally, back in the day, we would all have our, abilities. We'd be either between 100 or 110. Like, normally, this would be a situation where, say, the Death Knight, if he had all of his abilities, or her, depending on, whatever, they would have the, combat res. But, only... the Death Knight's only level 26, so they don't have that just yet, so...
All my plans brought to ruin. Most impressive. I never thought I would meet anyone who could match the Valajar's strength. And yet here you stand. There is one final trial that awaits. Me. Should you triumph, I will carve your names in the...
Oh, I really hope Zalatath says it.
and grant you a reward worthy of your valor. It has been ages since I faced a worthy opponent. Let the battle begin! Yield now,
Oh gosh, oh that's...
or I will call upon my true power!
Run, 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 run!
Spear of light. Spear of light. Spear of light. Shatter spears. Rune
An
of
agile
brand.
mind is as deadly as the sharpest blade.
Okay, go to that one over there. Aha! There we go.
Enough! I yield. You are truly remarkable creatures. As promised, you will have your just reward.
Come on, Zaltath, say it.
My Valor. Tell me of your battles.
So... I could explain to the group.
What victories do you bring me?
Ah, that is sad. Wonder why it's not working. I wonder if I have to actually, like, do the quest to get the Aegis and then do this. Because it should trigger. I know it happens. I'm so... Oh, come on. But yeah, you know, there were a couple of players here that did not know. You know, like our healer and our hunter didn't know, and they wanted to see it. Oh, I really wanted to show that off.
Have you brought Valor to these halls?
I wonder if I just have to wait here and wait for her, because, I mean, it's not like she's staying quiet. She did talk about Skovald. Oh boy. Well, that's extremely disappointing. That was part of the whole reason I actually made this part. And you guys can see that I've been, you know, 29 to 50. I've actually been working on collecting these things. I finally ran out of rested XP. Now, sometimes they drop, sometimes they don't. Of course, as one of the things I've always loved about Shadow Priest, Shadow Word Pain to tag everything. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, so I got a couple more right there. Unfortunately, it doesn't really say which specific kinds of demons will actually drop these things. You just kind of have to just keep on farming. Just keep farming, just keep farming, just keep farming, farming, farming.
Your will is mine to bend.
Yeah, you get him, Zabra. Killed 2 Doombringers. Neither of them dropped a runestone. Oh well. Of course, part of the issue can also be other players while doing this. Like, see? Now, if it's players on your own faction, that's not a big deal, because, of course, you can share credit. But players on the other faction, well, then that becomes a problem. It's like, look, we're not that far off, so I may as well just show you the nitty-gritty of the grinding experience of collecting these things while we're at it, and just go turn them both in. So I know that most of this video was me trying to show something funny and cool that is Shadow Priest only, and yet for some reason it didn't work. I don't know why. And I find myself wondering, do I have to just keep running that dungeon over and over just to try and get that one bit from Xal'atath Trigger? And I also find myself wondering, does it not always play, or did I have to do something in particular to get to work? I don't know. So just like with some of the other followers, I love that Zabra, who's also a Shadow Priest, that he also will apply things like Shadow Word Pain on enemies. So that way we can have double Shadow Word Pain on enemies. It's pretty nice.
You'll tell me your secrets before you die.
I think that's going to be a little hard, considering that I don't plan on dying this day. But you certainly will. Now, I want just a bunch of these guys right here. Just give me a bunch of these little guys to farm to get these runestones. Now, sometimes other players will show up and actually help. Like,
Madness!
maybe this right here. And I'm like, hey, let's do this right here. Alright. 42 of 50. Just 8 more. It's a no mage. In fact, hold on, because I'm a priest. There we go. Now, will you give me the intellect buff in return? Oh, wait, no, mages don't have it yet. At least I don't think so. Not level 16. Here we go. Perfect. Three of them and only one dropped. Boo.
Your will is mine to bend.
Now I know that he's got the quest because he has Corvus with him. So I'm like, alright, we're gonna be doing this? Sure, let's do it together. Makes taking these things down much faster. Yeah, he's an elite because he has a name. Well, 26. We'll soon be at level 30, and then we can have flying. I love how it applies a slow. No runestone for taking down an elite. Boo.
I need to get...
See, I'm like, alright, let's just pull a bunch of small ones. Just be like, I'm pulling everything. I'm pulling everything.
I don't have a target.
Alright, just 3 more.
Into my cage you go.
Get it? Because he's a jailer. Go.
I need to target something first.
Alright, 50. Alright, so now we can go turn these both in. You know what's something I don't think I got any rep in that dungeon for the tabard, because I have the Nomergon champion tabard on to get rep with Nomergon so I can get the heritage armor, and yet I don't think I'm getting any rep, and that's kind of frustrating. Oh hey, he did give me the intellect buff. Thank you. To that random mage I may never see again. Alright, so...
What
Dallas?
here?
These are in excellent condition. Thank you.
Peace.
I'll head to Dalaran and find a quiet place to decipher these runestones.
Good luck. Ooh. Shadow Word Pain increase the duration of Shadow Word Pain by 4 seconds. Yes. So, this is the Wisp of Light we just got in the dungeon. Okay. What's this? A spark of light. Saera's soothing voice fills your mind. Your gift of light is a welcome one, priest. This spark will only know its full potential once it's been filled with pure light, gleamed from the holiest places in our world. Nurture this spark, and it may grow to walk among you. Do class hall missions. Oh, gonna grab my troops over there while I'm at it. Band of zealots. Do we really want those? We're fighting the Burning Legion. We can't be picky. Alright, so now I need Zabra Hex for missions.
May the light guide your way.
Okay.
We stand together.
So, I'm going to be working on these class order missions. Yeah. I will see you guys for the next step in the campaign. Sorry that I couldn't get the line from Xalatath for me to ask Odin about Loken, where he just, I asked, hey, do you regret, what happened with, with Loken and such, and he's like, you dare mock my imprisonment, and then he insta-kills me. It's really funny. It's Shadow Priest only, and only if you have Xalatath, and I thought I met every bit of the criteria, but it just didn't work, and I don't know why. So, I don't know, maybe hopefully someday I can actually try and show it to you on camera somehow. Maybe on my max level priest, when I can actually try and somehow solo that dungeon with a Shadow Priest. So, anyways, I'll see you guys then.